Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore. This is part 2 of our annual season preview edition. In this episode, we each reveal our final 8, Brownlow medalist and Rising Star winner. And let's fire away. First up, let's talk about Sydney, who finished 8th with 12 wins, and the draw got them in a half a game. They finished 8th last year, V.
You know my thoughts on that club. I tell you, they can have injuries. They find a way.
Yeah.
I'll say it every year. I'm sick of repeating it.
They make me sick.
They do. They find.
You can't deny it.
No, you
They
can't.
find a way. They even win games on technical administration errors.
Clerical errors.
Yeah, whatever you call them. My Lord. Look, I know they've lost Parker with a broken, what is it? Yep. And who else is missing?
Callum Mills is out
Mills.
for a shoulder.
So that's going to hurt them early.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt them early. But I still think they've got enough talent around, like Goulden, Warner. Is it Warner?
Warner.
Okay, so you got those two guys in the middle. Mate, Goulden, for me, I can talk about him a bit later, but he is something else, that boy. So him, Warner, I think their backline's still okay. The Lizard, Blakey, I think they've got still enough talent there.
Lizard.
Still got enough talent there. Those two will come back at some stage and they'll obviously add something to it. I've got them finishing 7th.
Yeah, that's... So they're
Mate,
jumping.
And SCG...
They're improving.
SCG... I know they lose now and then, but still a fortress, mate.
Of course. Can they win a final?
Yes, they can. I think I finished... I can never put them out of the 8. I can't.
No,
I
agree.
can't. So,
Andrew,
yeah, 7th.
7th for Vito.
I echo Vito's sentiments.
Echo.
You just can't. They find a way. They're frustrating
It's
to
true,
watch.
isn't it?
Like I hate watching them. I hate everything about Sydney, but they find a way. I'm a bit sceptical on Logan McDonald. I don't know. I'm not sold on him
He
yet.
looked all right last week. Kicked half a dozen.
I think he'll... Sorry, I think he'll be better. I forgot to say this. I think he'll actually be better without Buddy.
Yeah, we said that for 2 years. Like he'd be a better player without him because Buddy takes all the line. He gets in the way, I suppose, of Logan McDonald, right? But you said Parker and Mills are out for a long time. Remember they got Taylor Adams?
Yeah, I didn't...
They've got
Grundy,
a,
Jordan,
Grundy.
I was going to say.
Hamlin
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
I was gonna say-
I mean, I didn't bring all them up. I just thought I'd concise it.
Grundy's a massive play. Like
a
they
free
played.
kick.
They played finals with
That's what I mean.
who was in the ruck? He had tattoos all over
Hickey.
himself. Hickey. He was
It's a great
serviceable,
cat.
but he's no Brady
Do
Grundy.
you know
right?
Hickey from Kanicki's like a Hallmark card?
Anyway, I've got them finishing 7th.
Yes, well, I've got them finishing 6th.
Well,
And,
again, we've got the same.
Do
7th.
you know if they didn't win those 2 games, they would have finished 13th?
Incredible.
So, good ends. We spoke about that. They'll improve on their 8. They were 2-8 versus finalists last year. They've got to improve on that.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah,
big.
yeah. And, if they showed the game they played against Carlton where they won contested battle and they won clearances, that's their trademark. If they can be more consistent, they can...
And you can rely on, like I said, the Lizard and those guys that I mentioned earlier.
That's right. Jordan coming in is big because he can release your mate Heaney forward.
He needs
a
to be
little bit
better.
more.
He needs to be better.
And Heaney has to improve. Here's a little stat. They led 17 times at three-quarter time last year.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah,
I
and they
did
only
know
won
that.
11 of them.
Correct.
Now, when you weigh that
poor.
up against Collingwood 16 out of 16, Carlton 11 out of 11, GWS 10 out of 10. So those top 4 sides all nailed three-quarter time leads, converted to wins, and Brisbane was 18 out of 19. So you've got to improve on 11 out of
Yeah, you're
17.
finishing. You got to
Because then that could be higher then.
Yeah, so I've got them 6th and could be higher. Wouldn't surprise me if you finished top 4, but I got them 6th.
Okay.
Fair enough.
GWS boys, they finished 7th, had a massive run home, 13 wins.
I'm massive on GWS this year. They haven't added much, but their game
haven't,
style
yeah.
is sensational. Toby Green, star, his favourite. Cindy's favourite. Hey, Cindy. He's a superstar of the competition, and he actually said he had an average season last year. He said he was a little bit sore. He was going one-on-one a lot, so look for Toby Green to absolutely explode this year. Tom Green, his cousin, not really his cousin, but he's going to have a... Mate, those two are going to battle out for best and fairest at GWS. They've still got a guy called... everyone's forgotten about, Aaron Cadman.
Yeah, he played well apparently last week.
He's silky, mate. Clean.
Again,
North should have had him, got him.
well, he was a number 1 draft pick last
Everyone.
year. We don't know how good he's going to be, but being number 1, you can't be bad. He might be a good player, but that's all they need out of him. They've still got Jesse Hogan. Mate, they're going to be fantastic. I've got them finishing... Where have I got GWS? I've got them finishing 3rd. top 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just love what they're doing. I love Adam Kingsley's no crap. He doesn't take crap
Yep.
for it. This is the way we're doing it. Or
Yep.
don't play.
Fourth, got him third.
Oh, Toby. Yes, Cindy, I agree with you. He is better. I know you're going to disagree. Better forward. I know he's a smaller size, but he's better than Charlie Kerr now for me.
That's not a big call.
It's not.
It's not a big call. It's not.
It's fair. It's a fair.
I thought you were going to say, like,
Like
Justin
Geelong finishing
Kaczynski.
fourth in the last episode.
He is an absolute genius. And look, I'm not going to repeat all the stuff, but you're right about Green. Even the old man in the midfield, mate.
Ward.
Yeah. Still does his job okay.
And Whitfield off half back.
Whitfield, class act too, mate. He's got good. He's smart disposal-wise. Cadman, you're right.
we've got to remember, they missed the grand final by a point.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
That's all I'm going to say.
So-
Not leave it
That's
there.
right.
They can actually win it this year. I've gone finishing second.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. It's
And
not,
just sorry, before I finish, remember, I know you didn't bring him up. Kelly, still beautiful,
star.
Yeah.
beautiful
Yep.
footballer, mate.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I said nothing's changed, as in their personnel. So
Well,
we
they're
know they're
getting
good
better
players.
within.
Yeah, and Cadman is the answer. If he can stand up, they're going to be.
And I think
bloody good.
I've just Kingsley, the game style or whatever they're meant to be playing or however he wants to play.
It's a
Obviously,
good system, isn't it?
Yeah, and
It
it's
suits them.
and it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's going to get better because now they're going to be a little bit more not as foreign. I mean, early on it was a bit foreign.
Yep.
Now they're going to be really
Just one more thing. We also
clean.
forget that Taylor, probably one of the better defenders in the AFL,
Oh.
missed half the season last year.
He's a gun. I forgot
Connor
about him.
Iden.
And they got
Jesus,
Buckley and Iden.
Himmelberg.
and
Yeah.
throw in Perryman, Riccardi, Ash, Briggs, Daniels.
What's
Yep.
your thoughts?
I've got them fourth, but it doesn't mean that they can't win the flag.
No, of course.
No, of course.
Good system. They have a lot of Collingwood trademarks. They lost the preliminary
Yeah.
final
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Collingwood did it the year before. Elite with turnover. But they won 5 of 7 games under a kick, a bit like Collingwood.
Yep.
So they've got a lot of, that sort of Collingwood-isms about them. So
And
I
yeah-
like them.
I love that.
I know we're going to just not going to go
That's
on about
all
it.
I've
But
got
one more
about
thing
them,
I just wanted
yeah.
to say. And what I noticed too, just in these little nothing games, but Toby gets that ball to ground, mate, and the others just.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just smart.
He's smart.
Mate.
He's a
He
smart
knows when he
footballer.
can't mark it too. Like,
That's right.
like in his career, he used to jump at anything. Now he's like, oh, hang on a minute, I've got these blokes around me. He's
Yeah.
a
Interesting to
genius.
see if you pick him in the Brownlow. I'm not going to ask you yet.
No, he's a
but-
genius.
So let's move to St Kilda, who finished 6th with 13 wins. I didn't have him in the 8 last year. I don't reckon you boys did.
No, I
either.
don't think I did. No, I had him really low. What did they finish last year, St Kilda?
They finished 6th with 13 wins.
My go on this one?
Yep.
Ross Lyon. Are they? No. I know people are going to think I'm out of my mind because I'm watching Fox Footy. Do you know they picked David King said they can actually finish top 4,
I heard that.
In the
Right?
VFL.
Yeah, I heard
in the
that.
VFL.
right? Now, I watched, the nothing games. You can take whatever you want out of them. We all know.
Yep.
They trounced Essendon, but Essendon didn't look interested to me. That's just my opinion. Are you serious? That game style, you want to go with that game style again, trying to defend scores? Footy's changed, mate. And let me tell you, he better hope that Max King, is that the St Kilda one, doesn't get injured because I won't kick a score at all, mate. And
Yeah.
go on,
I'm going to
sorry.
give you a stat on the back of what you said.
go,
to
go.
support that comment, they averaged 71 against, but the same for.
Okay.
So that hurts them.
I don't think it's going
So
to...
first in defence, but last in attack.
So therefore, I'm with you 100% because I know what you're thinking. That cannot continue to happen, kicking 70 and winning games. Sooner or later, sides are going to find them out and they're going to get blown out.
But the first
right?
half of the year, they were good.
Yeah.
Then they got found out. And then,
And then he just started having 15 players back.
So you've got them.
I've actually got them sitting 11th. Will not make the 8. I
Generous,
just don't
yeah.
rate them. I don't rate... Oh, jeez. You've got them finishing in the 8 by the looks of it.
No. I said you're generous.
Oh, sorry.
Far
Okay.
out. You don't know what I
Ross Lyon, I
Again.
told you last year, mid-year, when they started losing, you just mentioned it, he's comfortable now. He's painting his office.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
his comfortable
Yeah, that
chair. He's got rid of the CEO. He's running the club. He's comfortable. So back to 8 goals a game, wins a game. That's his thought processes. They're not playing finals this year, I can tell you straight up. Not even close. Don't even compete. Don't even bother.
Are they your worst to watch?
They're horrendous.
How much do you hate it?
Oh, they are. Ross Lyon coached teams, Fremantle,
That's true, actually.
St Kilda back in the day.
They're a bit. Oh, no, actually, they weren't so.
I like attacking football, right?
But they had Gehrig and good scorers.
Dalsano could kick goals
yeah.
in.
Yeah, they're okay
Rewalt.
then. They're better players.
right.
But they've got nowhere near the capacity of players now that they've had
No,
back then, right?
no. And that's why he has to play the way he plays, in my opinion.
Caminiti, like Mateus, what's his Filippo? Machito Owens. Like,
Caminiti.
they're okay players, but
Caminiti.
geez, they talk them up like they're the next big. They're not. They're not St Kilda's players.
So, no,
seriously.
okay.
So I've got, personally, I've got them finishing 13th.
Jeez, worse than me. I thought I was.
Oh, Ross Lyon, yeah. It's
Right.
end the show right there, boys.
This is my not whack back, but my return to serve. I got them finishing 7th.
Jeez.
They're one of 3 sides that stayed in the 8 all year last year.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's
I
true.
told you about they bring in Henry Bonner and Dow, which helps with their outside run to get the footy in to help.
that
with
Riley-
score.
Riley Bonner, isn't it?
Yeah,
Port
from Port
Adelaide
Adelaide,
one.
yeah.
They're honest, but they don't get bullied. They weren't bullied at all last year.
No, I'll give him that. He's got him playing. He's uncompromised. They're tough.
They're
They are.
tough.
I agree with that.
They're tough around the contest. Their ground ball run and carry is very good at times. Like that's enough. And when I add in those 3 players, they're going to get the footy inside 50 more.
But you do like that defensive. You like defensive
You're
sides.
right. Yeah,
You like
you're
the
right.
defensive
You're right.
structures
However, King and King and Membry only played twice together twice last year. So King played 7 games, Membry played 10. Surely they're going to play more footy together.
I agree. That could give him a bit more scoring power.
So
Definitely, I agree
all
with that.
that is just a return to serve. I just think, Steele stays fit. They only used 32 players last year. 16 of them played every game. That's the highest in the AFL last year.
Ross Lyon, mate.
So-
burns them out.
No, but they only used 32 players. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you
burns
mean.
them out, just plays
Look,
the same players.
I got them 7th. I
Okay,
think that
fair
they
enough.
can make finals.
Just one more thing. Sorry, I know we wanted to go on, but the reason I got them 88 like you, I don't think that they can kick low scores and continue to win, because I think the
I
other sides are going to find them out.
Yeah, and that's
it.
where I think King and Membry should come in and bump that up a little bit.
Let's see.
To beat what your theory is.
Let's see.
Which is right. Let's get on to Carlton. Finished 5th with 13 wins. Come steaming home. We all know the story. Andrew. We in front for time?
Let's go. Carlton, eh?
Haven't you said enough in the last 2 episodes?
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
I'm sure people have watched it.
Yeah. If you haven't, go watch the Carlton
So
Club Corner.
make it quick and snappy. So
They're going to struggle this year.
Give.
What?
They're going to struggle this year.
Okay.
I don't know where goals are coming from, apart from Kernell.
Apart from the bloke who nearly kicked 100, yeah.
Yeah, I just mentioned that. Apart from Kernell. So he's going to kick. So for Carlton to do well this year, he's going to have to kick 4 a game. So he's going to kick 88 this year. Okay, good luck with that. I don't know what the game plan is. The last 2 practice matches, I have no idea what they were doing. Zero. The players had no idea what they were doing. They were just getting the ball and just running and kicking it. Like literally like that. No system, no nothing, right? I don't know. I just think Silvani being out, huge loss.
Yeah, I agree, lost.
Pitnet playing instead of Silvani as a backup ruck, huge loss. You're playing with 1 less. I wouldn't be surprised if they miss finals. Everyone's tipped them to win the flag. Weathering out for the first few games hurts
Walsh
a
is
lot.
not 100%.
Not 100%.
So, sorry, Fisher and Dowd, you've been mentioning them out off camera.
Huge because
They
last
were
year.
good. They were good last year.
That's
Last
why
year's-
Dow will be handy at St Kilda.
Yeah, perhaps.
He's had a good back half of the year.
Perhaps. But for Carlton last year, during their resurgence, I mentioned it in the Carlton Club Corner show.
You like, because he's a Fisher fan, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a Dow fan, but he proved me wrong. Like, there was 4 players. There was Dow, Fisher, Charlie Kernow, and Jack Silvani that turned that club around last year. I believe,
those 10
right?
games.
Those 10
Yeah,
games were
Silvani was quite good.
fantastic. Finals were another thing. Walsh and Akers were fantastic. But to get to that point...
To get there.
And that's not going to happen again.
Fair enough.
You can't put yourself in that position.
So where
for
have you
that
got
to
him
happen.
on that?
I've got them finishing 8th. Just making finals.
I don't mind that.
No, just making finals
Okay.
because of the reasons I told you, not because I'm a pessimist or anything. I've got reasons to back
fair
it up.
enough.
Yeah,
Like,
that's your V.
they haven't improved. Sorry.
He's mental. For me,
All right, mate. Sorry.
it's because he's expecting miracles, right? Kernow, we all know what he can do. Walsh, we don't know the extent of, if he's okay,
Yeah.
he might have a little bit of an issue with his back, but if he's okay and plays most games, an absolute gun.
Can I give you a stat on Walsh?
Sure.
The 8 games he missed last year, Carlton went 7-1. Rest my case. Continue.
Okay. Well,
That's just luck.
It is, maybe, but it's a stat. You
come
give
on,
stats all the time.
Yeah, I know.
As a footballer, he's a gun.
He's
right?
a gun. Yep.
You know, I think you're a bit harsh on Cripps at
Am I?
times. I think you're a bit harsh on him. I agree
I
with you.
agree with you on that
He's
comment.
not a superstar. He's not a superstar.
but he's harsh.
People go over the top with him. I agree with you there. But he's a very good footballer. Hang on.
No, I just want to say one thing about Cripps.
How'd you go? And two club corners.
I'm sorry. He's invented a new handball. It's called the throw.
Damien Murray.
He's good at it. Yeah.
Why are you throwing the ball all of a sudden? Put it on your boot, you silly boy.
Anyway, I think you're a bit harsh on Cripps. Harry, I know we've spoken about his kicking and so forth.
Bad.
But
Bad.
when he runs up the ground and takes marks, it opens it up for the rest, for like Charlie and whoever's down there, like Motlop as your small forward. I actually think Carlton won't drop as many games middle of the year like they did last year, and I think they'll be top 4. I think they'll finish 4th.
Yeah, right. I've got them finishing 5th.
Okay, well, thereabouts.
So, yeah, I don't think they'll finish top 4.
Okay.
I've written here, where are the goals going to come from outside of Kerno and Mackay?
There you go. And we haven't even spoken about this.
No, exactly. Can they handle the expectation? Because all summer, it's Carlton Grand Final, Carlton top 4, Carlton can win the premiership. So expectation, they have to have be a better home and away side, like you said.
Well, you're right, because they can't drop those games in the middle, and I don't think they'll drop all of those
No,
again.
they will, because they can't handle. The reason why they did so well at the end of last year is because there was no expectation. Of 14th at half the way through.
Sorry,
yeah,
so they just played football and just went forward and
That's
finals.
right.
No expectations.
And one more thing, and I think he's harsh on Voss.
He is. He's the coach. He's the man to take them to the promised land. No, end of story, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Contracted to the end of this year. Why sign him for 2 more
But
years?
if they finish ninth,
You've got to have faith in
you've
him.
still got to go with him, I think. Who else is out there?
All right. Continue.
I like their game. I like the Voss attitude. They're tough. They're hard
They're
nosed.
tough.
There's no doubt about that.
Your words. What have they done?
Well,
Not much.
they've got to have a better start to the season.
Totally agree.
And basically they broke down because they were, bringing the footy in off their rebound, which was too high and sloppy, and it didn't help the forwards.
Correct.
Williams comes back to help Saar.
That makes a difference.
So Doherty, so there'll be a little bit better ball carrying times. I think De Koning needs to be the Joe Danaher equivalent at Brisbane, where he rucks, kicks 40 goals.
Oh, geez. He kicks 40 goals. They're top 4 for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I haven't got him top 4. I've got him 5th.
Yep.
So, there's no dip, but they need to spike.
Okay.
They've got to have a better home and away season. And then they could win the flag next year. Melbourne finished 4th last year, Vito, with 16 wins and had a poor final series straight sets exit.
Thereabouts, I think, Melbourne. I don't want to, shut the door on him, because I think
It's hard.
I think
with dynasties, isn't it?
Petrarca's a star, mate. He's still top 2, 3 in the AFL, mate. He can sing all the songs. And Gone, I know he's getting on, but you watch him just the other day, just
He was
his tap outs.
good in him,
His
hasn't
tap
he?
outs been tremendous. I think they've got, Salem. Neil Bullen does his job. They're no frills players, but they do their job. I mean, if Oliver comes back and gets back to some semblance of his best, he's going to be a big asset to him, of course. Forward line's a bit of an issue. Bailey Fritsch, very good. I rate him. He's not a big bloke, but he can take a mark, kick a goal, so I rate
He's
him.
proven it too, hasn't
They
he?
haven't got a Ben Brown anymore, I don't think. I don't know if he's
Nah, I
still
wouldn't
there.
have
He's
thought.
probably not going to play. They lost. I know Grundy didn't do a lot, but still, it's another big bloke they lost.
They have to play Shaki, don't they?
And I think he's going to be all right.
All right, or just good enough to fill a void.
I think he'll fill the void. Their backline's still very, very, very good, mate. Lever and May are stars.
Yeah.
And then they've got the other guys around. I don't know, where does Petty play? Forward, back, I'm not sure. Okay.
Forward for
There's
me.
another goal-kicking.
Yeah.
They
They lose Hibbert out of that back line.
That's
He was a
okay.
bit stable.
He's had it. I think he's had it anyway. So they finished 4th. I think they're thereabouts, but I think they'll drop one and finish 5th.
What about Van Rooyen?
Gun.
Yeah.
Gun. I think they finished 5th.
So you got them sliding just slightly.
Just slightly, but I think
Yeah,
they'll be in
okay.
there. They'll be in there. They'll be in the
Fifth.
mix. Yep.
I'm not as bullish as Vito on Melbourne.
You don't like Neil Bull?
Nah. I do
Neil's
like
on
Neil
wheels.
Bullen, but I'm not. I think they're in huge trouble. All this, everything that's going on in the off season,
Yeah.
I think it's going to hurt them.
Okay, I didn't mention that. That might take a little bit of early on, maybe. I don't know.
And
Remains
you're,
to be seen.
You're right. Petrarca's a star. He can do anything, but they need more than that. Max Gawn's another star, but if he gets injured, bye-bye Melbourne, right?
Yeah,
Now,
on that.
I know he's always sore like he's a warrior, right? He's not a star, he's a superstar, let's be
No
honest,
doubt
right?
about it.
Best ruckman in the last 10 years, comfortably. But I just, their four-line, huge issue. I can't see where the goals are coming from. Petrarca.
I agree, the four
Where do you
line's
play him? Do you play him midfield? Do you play him forward? Do you play him that the goey role?
That's why Salem looks like in the practice matches he's gone through the mid.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're pushing Petrarca to score.
I wouldn't put Petrarca forward, though. He's too good in the middle, mate.
Yeah,
I
so that's the
agree.
thing.
Ball, mate.
That's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying. So Oliver, how many games does he play? Is he right?
But Van Rooyen could
mentally?
be the one this year. Van Rooyen, however you
Yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah.
He's the one this year that could, if he kicks 30, 40 goals, which he's capable.
And if Tom Petty does the Tom McDonald...
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Tom
I was
Petty.
gonna say Tom McDonald.
American girl.
Is that a music top?
That actually is.
What is it? It looks like just...
It's Chris Cornell.
Oh,
It's
Soundgarden.
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 If you look at the back, well, you can't say the back. It's him. But it was just I was selling shirts and money was going to some fundraising, so I just bought it. Yeah, because I liked it.
It's nice.
Another one to add to his repertoire.
Oh, there's plenty, mate.
Anyway, should I finish my...
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
We
When
went on to
Before I was
Tom Petty.
rudely interrupted.
What's his name? It's not Tom... What is it?
Harrison.
Harrison Petty.
They
Are
were
we done?
Well, they were both in the Travelling Wilburys, weren't they? George Harrison and Tom Petty.
Were. Travelling Wilbur is underrated. Anyway.
Where's this episode going? Anyway, all right, I'm just going to come out and say it. I got Melbourne finishing 9th. They don't play finals for me.
Dear, oh dear.
So I've got him finishing 9th as well.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, Oliver Brayshaw Smith, it stresses
Yeah, we
the
forgot
club.
to mention Brayshaw
Yeah,
retiring.
Brayshaw
Yeah.
retiring.
Huge loss.
Yeah, it stresses the club.
And
Yeah.
Smith on the gunja, like,
And the rest.
and the rest. Anyway,
Brilliant. Good quality top end. We've discussed. McAdam comes in, which may help their forward
yeah, a little bit.
woes. They fall away. And you know how I feel about Melbourne. Sometimes Sparrow, Spargo, Chandler,
Yeah.
they're just C graders.
Yeah.
They're not good enough.
I like
Chandler's
Chandler.
Chandler.
I
I
like
was going to say,
Chandler.
I don't mind Chandler. I think
Yeah,
he's
okay.
better.
I'll cop
give
the
you
other
that.
two.
The other
but
two,
I'll give you that.
Chandler, I like Chandler.
Those players aren't going to replicate.
No,
No.
I agree with that.
So yeah, I've got them sliding
Okay.
in there, and
Yeah, I've got them
their,
missing
their
finals. Yeah.
dynasty or their era or whatever it is, it's done.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I
Okay.
think so.
Done.
I'm giving them one more chance.
Okay, fair enough.
Third, Port Adelaide, the best home and away side in the world. They always are, even
Yep.
when they had that good era in the early 2000s.
Yeah, they were always
when
on
couldn't
top
be-
or- yeah,
They
yeah.
were just always on top. So
Yeah.
Third.
Port Adelaide third, they won 17 games.
Is that you or me today? Port Adelaide.
I'll go.
We had
Adelaide.
Melbourne.
Oh, did I?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Port Adelaide, they were interesting. I don't know. Again, haven't added a lot to their list. Don't think they needed to. Oh, actually,
Sure about that?
Sorry, they've added two backmen,
They
Zerk
had
Thatcher,
Thatcher and Radical out.
regularly. Okay, so,
So,
they added two
yeah.
defenders that they desperately needed.
They solved those woes.
I don't like that they kept Travis Boak on for another year.
I agree.
I think they're crazy. He was struggling to get a game last year, so again, he's going to take games away from a young kid who could be, could help him this year. Charlie Dixon, nah.
I'm with you.
Charlie Dixon, nah. Horn Francis will be better.
Yeah, of course.
Connor Rosie is captain. Love it.
Love it.
Zach Butters, superstar. I don't know. Houston, great player. Apart from that, Pal Pepper's missing 4
Willem
weeks.
Drew, say it. Go
Yeah.
say it.
We will them too. We will them Drew.
Awesome. Pal Pepper missing 4 weeks is going to hurt him. He's the igniter for them.
I agree. He's the one. Last year.
Giannis comes back.
Well,
so-
last year. Oh no. Well, sorry. Continue what you were going to finish.
No, no.
Well, you got him.
I just. Hang on, I'll tell you in a sec. I just think the Pal Pepper thing is going to hurt them early,
Totally agree.
which they won 13 straight at some point last year.
Yep.
So if they're 2-2, they're in the pack, right? Which hurts.
I agree.
I've got them 5th, so I've got them dropping out of the top 4.
Yeah, yep.
Interesting.
So I think anyone out of the top 4, if you're in the top 4 and you drop out, is a huge
Yeah.
loss, right? Because, mate, to have a home final,
Yeah.
at 5th, I know you get a home final, but you get preliminary
You're away
final.
a week after.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got them finishing 5th.
Okay.
Fifth beat.
I agree with some of the stuff you've said. Yeah, Dixon's not. I mean, once upon a time they were carrying on about him, weren't they? And look, he's still okay in his hand, and he'll kick goals, but he's not. I agree.
Will he kick
He'll
goals?
kick some goals.
He will kick goals. He's overweight. He's been injured a little
No, I
bit.
Always
agree.
is,
He's not
yeah.
the
Getting
same.
on in
Definitely
age.
not. And he's getting on in age. I agree. But I'm with you with Butters, Durs, mate. I mean, those guys we've mentioned.
We forgot about Wines. I know you don't rate him, but
I know. I'm with
Wines
him.
is still.
They've gone
He's still
past
good.
him.
Yeah.
Butters and Rosie have taken his
Yeah,
spot.
hang
on.
He's too slow.
There's still room for him.
I like Port Adelaide. Play Wines in the middle.
So then Willem Drew
He's not a
doesn't play in the
wingman.
middle.
He's not a wingman. Willem
No,
Drew
he's not a
should be
wingman.
playing
He's not
around the square.
He's not a wingman, I agree.
But he's a tagger,
not.
Willem Drew, so that's
But
important.
he plays around the square too. Play the players in their
I
right
know,
position.
but if you're
Go on,
gonna-
Pete.
Anyway, Backman's good. You get those two back. Dirk Thatcher's okay.
Oh, look-
He'll be able to sit on one of the medium.
He can't play on the big boppers.
No, he'll get smacked, right?
Yeah.
But still got Aaliyah. I forgot about it. We didn't mention
So
him.
two of them.
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, there's two of them. So there's three big.
There's three.
Oh, he's a good player. He's as
How
good
does
as two
Aaliyah
sometimes.
and Radigalea?
Jeez,
That's an insurance company for
Yeah,
sure.
Aaliyah
I'll join
Radigalea.
Aaliyah and Radigalea.
Have no fear.
For all your insurance purposes.
Yeah, Aaliyah, and Radigalea. Have no fear.
No, hang on. I've got a better one. It's a law firm.
It's a law firm.
Aaliyah, Radigalea, and Zirk Thatcher. There's always the odd one out.
Yeah, and there's always a hyphen at the end. Too.
That's right.
There's
So
always-
there you go.
We're going right off
Very.
topic here.
Yep.
So, yeah, well, I lost my train of thought because of that.
Sorry.
But anyway,
Defenders,
so they're
defenders
back-
have sorted the defence.
Yeah, I think
out.
the defence is not tight. Midfield's good. I've got a problem still with the goal kicking, believe it or not. So they got Marshall. Yeah, he's okay. Dixon, we've spoken
Georgiades
about.
comes back.
Georgiades he's got ability, but I don't think he's consistent
A
enough.
lot of
for me.
hype
he's not.
about him, yeah.
I've actually got them finishing sixth because I don't think they'll win as
That's
many.
fair enough.
I don't think they'll win as many home and away
games, yeah.
games as
Yeah,
they did
fair
last
enough.
year.
Yeah.
Sometimes last year I think they were lucky, and
Yeah.
I don't think they will be as lucky this year.
You guys haven't mentioned Ken Inkley. I don't think he should have gone on. They
And that's
should
the
have
other
gone for
thing.
something
That's the
else.
other thing I think they'll drop. I think he's going to start falling on deaf ears a little
Yeah.
bit.
But isn't he in the Voss camp?
No.
He's taken them
He's
to.
the beverage camp, I reckon.
Yes. Voss has been there for
Beverage
5
Lane,
minutes compared to them.
He finished top 4 last year.
Hinkley.
Ken Inkley.
Yeah,
You
they
can't
won-
sack a coach.
They won 13 games and beat 3 finalists by less than a kick.
Okay.
Like their run wasn't as good as what
Nah.
people.
They had a lot of games where they were at home against the crappiest sides.
Well, nor was Carlton's, but you're happy with the Voss
Carlton
thing.
beat 4 of their 10.
Mate,
or their
beat
10
Collingwood.
wins. They beat Collingwood, Melbourne.
Yeah, come on. No.
So-
Anyway.
But look, I think I'm not going to cover it. We spoke about everything. They're a good clearance team. They're a contested side. They're good forward half. So when it's on their terms, when
Yeah.
Leah wins the footy,
Yeah, good attacking,
Butters
yeah,
is on the
yeah.
go. They're good. They look
Oh, they
good.
skate. Don't worry about
The
that.
other way, they've got question marks. So I think their scoring is also a problem, but I think Georgiades helps. I've kept them in the top 4. I've got them third,
okay,
but I
jeez.
think they won't win the flag because they're a good home and away side.
Yeah,
So they're going to
that's
win
fair.
15, 16 games. That's going to give them
I
top
actually don't
4.
think they'll win that many this year.
Yeah, and I've written here they need to win the big ones to show they're capable. They're
Yeah,
not.
Correct.
They're not capable.
They won't win the big ones.
Probably
They'll finish
not, no.
top 4. They'll probably go out
Because they'll smack the lesser likes.
That's exactly because when they play on their terms, they're the biggest in the comp for playing on their terms.
No doubt.
Port
We've
Adelaide.
said this so.
Fair enough.
Second last year was Brisbane with 17 wins, missed by a toenail on the flag. That's your
Yep. Okay, Brisbane. Oh, look, you can't deny him, really. You have a 4-line Dano, Hipwood. They've got the smaller goal kickers there. They've got, who's the guy from Geelong? They've got McCarthy.
McCarthy.
There's a couple
Great
of
smalls, haven't they?
Cameron's a gun. We all
Yeah.
know when he's on, he's on. Midfield's tough. Lockie Neal. I spoke to you about this the other day, I think. I think he's a bit overrated, and I'm going to get smacked for this.
No, you're.
Well, he is because he won the Brownlow when you shouldn't have last year.
Right.
That was an abomination.
I'm sorry.
Honestly.
I'm not saying he's not a good footballer, please. I'm not saying for one
No,
second
he's a
not
great
gun.
footballer, but
But
he's
I don't
overrated.
know. There's something missing with him. I don't know what it is. Maybe he doesn't kick enough goals. I don't know. Kicked 9 goals last year.
No. He kicked
Really?
3.
Oh, 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry,
3 goals
I've got
last
someone
year.
else. Thinking of someone else.
3 goals last year.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, right, I didn't
not
know that.
that's not a great a superstar midfielder.
So, but he still gets that ball out and he's still good and he's still smart. Backline's good. You got those hold back the defenders,
Andrews and then Cameron. No,
Wilmot, whatever.
Gardner.
Is it Wilmot?
Wilmot's so underrated.
Right.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Starcevic.
Starcevic, yeah. No, they're good. They do the job.
Don't forget Doty goes into that.
I think
backline.
I think they'll be sitting thereabouts, but I think I won't put them second. I'll put them third because I think there's a side that's going to be better than them this year, if that makes sense. So I've got Brisbane finishing third.
But wouldn't surprise you if they won the flag, or it would.
I won't be shocked because they lost by a point last year, whatever they lost by. I don't think they'll win the flag, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm big on Brisbane.
You have been for the last 10 years when they were the Bears.
No, that's him. That's him. Not me. I wasn't big on them last year, but they're not going to lose any games at home. There's 11 wins. Straight up.
Yep. They didn't. 41 out of 43 or 47.
How do you beat them up there?
They've
It's
lost
very
some
tough.
6
Very
games in
Almost
5 years
impossible
there.
winning up there,
It's
right?
ridiculous.
And to think they were going to bulldoze it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they're not now.
They're
but
not now, but
Go back to Carrara.
they get Will Ashcroft back halfway through the year. They get
Good
Doty
in.
back halfway through the year.
What did he do his knee?
His knee at Adelaide, yeah. They'll be fine, mate. They're going to be right up there. Look for Cam Rayner to have a breakout season.
Yeah, he's another one.
And Cadan Coleman's only going to get better.
He's only going to get
he's
better,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He showed a bit in the finals.
Yeah, didn't he? Grand final, first half.
Very good.
Yeah, he
Tremendous.
was sensational. But then he died off. His fitness needs to get better. But-
Maybe.
I think Collingwood found him out in the second half.
yeah, probably.
What do you think?
Hang on, I haven't finished yet. Dunkley's still there. We've forgotten about
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dunkley.
Gun.
He missed a few games last year.
There's one I
so-
didn't bring in the midfield.
Yeah, so they just get the job done, Bruce. They just know how to play. Like, they play on their terms.
Oh, look.
You're strong in Port Adelaide. They play on their terms.
Yeah.
They play their way. Could have easily won the grand final last year, but they didn't.
absolutely.
Put up a great fight away from home. I've got them finishing on top.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they've got the rage and the desire and the hunger to win it. If they can, I reckon they'll overcome their heartbreak. I love them. You know,
I know. I'm waiting for it.
good tours up forward, good smalls, good backs, even spread across all the lines. You can't ask for a more, perfectly poised team to win a flag. They've been up for 5 years. That's the only question. Like,
That's my thing.
when I go back to when I said rage, desire, hunger, but they're in the right age bracket to win a flag still.
Yeah.
We spoke about Coleman and Cameron as guns.
Yep.
I just think, just on Lockie Neal, I heard something a few weeks ago. I can't remember who the interview was. He got to 93 ground ball contests last year, and going into the grand final, he'd won 89 of them.
Huge.
And grand final day, he got to 8 of them and missed 4 of them. So, you know what I mean? He's missed 3 all year, and grand final day missed 4 ground balls. And apparently it's burnt at him all year, and he's, ground balls is... So
Okay.
watch him to play a harder, if he can, a harder
he
type
can, yeah.
game.
Okay. Let's we'll watch this space, I suppose.
Yeah, I've got him finishing top.
Okay. Interesting.
Good man. You agree.
Okay.
It's good.
Just one little thing on Brisbane. They just need to... They win on talent,
Yeah.
right? Collingwood wins on talent, but they also win by mixing it up.
Desire, mate.
And a different type of... Brisbane just need to find another way
Yeah,
to win.
that's fair.
They lost the grand final because they couldn't find another way to win. Because they couldn't
That's true.
win on
Yeah,
talent.
fair enough.
But I've got them finishing first.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So we go to Collingwood. They finished first, 18 wins, won the flag. It is
Me.
you.
Collingwood will just be Collingwood again. They'll
They
just
will.
do what they do. They've added Lockie Schultz. Fantastic.
Great.
Lost
get.
Ginnivan,
Tremendous.
but I
get.
think it's an upgrade
it's a
with
good
Schultz.
place.
Schultz is better than Ginnivan, I think.
Yeah, upgrade. Not
Massive.
substantially
No.
better, but upgrade, right?
Yep.
But having said that, Ginnivan's only young, so but I think Lockie Schultz just gives them that toughness that Collingwood play with, right? How do you beat them? They've got no forward line. Like, how do you beat? They're in every game, no matter what. They're in
totally
every
agree.
single game. They could win 23 games straight this year.
I know.
Right? They're
I know.
that resilient, and they just like it's funny. Like, they can have 3 or 4 players out. Like, McStay's out for the year, but it doesn't matter. That's a good club, a good team.
Depth.
Not even that. Just like, so their coach is just Craig McRae's just brought something to Collingwood. He's transformed them because they
I'll tell you what
finished
it is.
17th before he came. They played a preliminary final his first year. Second year they win the premiership. It's just belief, right? So I've got them by default because of Brisbane. I've got them finishing second.
Okay.
I agree.
There's one word that he's brought to that club, and it's in capital, mate. Culture.
You've
I
said
thought
that all year.
I thought you were going to say Nick
Wow.
because that was.
You've said that all year, though. Like,
Yeah.
you're on Collingwood's bandwagon. You kept
And I am
saying
again.
the
Was, yeah.
culture.
And I am again. Culture. He's got him playing the way he wants to play, and I can tell. And I actually feel it. The respect he has, the players
it's massive.
respect him. He's massive.
That's true.
The respect he has for his players is massive. You can tell they can go. Anyone can go up and say, "Listen, blah blah blah," and he'd be there for them. Well, I don't think all coaches in the league are like that. I'm not going to pinpoint.
You're big
certain-
on that in all sports.
Right.
That's
Because
your
I just
ethos
think
in your-
it's the same thing
yeah.
as when you're at work, mate. You
Yeah.
want a team leader that's going to be, but talk to me, and then you can walk away and go, yep, I'm happy with that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think the culture, Nick, Josh, I don't know if to say this.
The Dacos.
Just say their first names.
Yeah, just say the first
Nick,
names.
Josh.
And I know we've spoken, and
Darcy.
look, I'm not massive. I still reckon Darcy Moore's a great defender. I know you've got questions on him, but
Slight.
and look, and I know Mychik, and I agree with you about Mychik. No superstar, but he does the job. He takes a mark, he kicks a goal just when you don't expect it. Jamie Elliott kicks goals, mate. You know what I think of him? Best set shot, 30-40 from out, mate. I trust him. Maybe keep going. What's his name? The little forward they got from
Hill.
Yep.
Bobby Hill, the Norm Smith medalist.
There you
last
go.
Year.
Right.
Kicked 5 in the grand final.
Right.
And don't forget Ash Johnson comes into that.
Handy,
mix.
mate.
Reece
Handy.
McGuinness looks all right.
Handy.
They've got him in droves, haven't they?
I'm telling you now,
So you've got him,
top of the tree.
yeah,
Again.
Again.
Okay.
back to work, not back to back. That's their slogan. That's their sticker on the back of the car. That's their slogan.
That's brilliant.
Well-
I like it.
Well, I don't know if they're making stickers for the back of
Yeah,
their
yeah,
cars,
but if that was a
that's
sticker, that'd be,
McRae's theme.
So not like the Bulldogs one, Up Yours Oakley. Remember that one?
That was, what was that, 1990?
Yeah, 89. 89. Up Yours Oakley.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so the magic's still there. I think, I've got Brisbane finishing first. Obviously, they got one of the best 1-2 combos in Dacos and De Goey.
No, I think I forgot about it. I don't have to mention him.
Right there, they win off turnover. The Kings there. They defend at the right times. If the elder, this is my only question mark, and it's not a bad one. Just if the elders can hold on, like side bottom, how Pendlebury just hold on again.
I don't think it matters.
No, it might not, but they might. I don't know.
I think they can. Yeah, I think they can.
Obviously, we've spoken about. Oh, yeah, this is the only downfall about it. They only won 5 of 12 quarters in last year's final series, and
Still won the
they won
premiership.
3 finals
find a way,
by a
mate.
combined of 12 points.
Yeah.
Will that
Yeah.
happen?
Yes.
Anyway.
Happened the first year, happened the second year. Why wouldn't it
Got
happen
them
again?
finishing second, but you know what? They beat Collingwood by a kick.
Could go either way, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I agree.
I can't split these two. They're just so
Yeah, I agree.
further ahead of
I agree.
any other side.
I agree.
And we're going to end it with our Brownlow medalist and rising star. Brownlow
Right.
medalist.
I think Nick, this time round, will go the next. I know he missed those few games, I reckon, cost him the Brownlow. I think he wins it this year, Nick Dacos, for sure.
Yep.
And I just can't see how anyone's going to be. And he's just consistent every week. He's a superstar.
Yep.
Rising star? Oh, I think George.
Ahead of Bukircha.
George who? Harrison.
Wardlaw. Yeah, Harrison.
Okay, well, don't call him George because he's no Nick yet. Like
That's
you can't
true.
call him by his
So
first
George
name
Wardlaw,
yet.
rising star.
Reason I'll say that is because I don't know if you guys agree, but you know how he plays, right? He stands out. People go, oh, he's tough. I just think if he can get injuries we've spoken about, I'm not going to go on about it. If he's consistent, I think he can win the Rising Star. Yes.
Of course he can, I reckon.
Okay, fair enough. My Brownlow medalist is Marcus Bontempelli. That's just because you said consistency with Dacos. One of the most consistent players in the AFL.
Okay.
Plays well every week. Just a matter of time before he wins one. He's been unlucky probably the last couple of years. I think he wins it. Again, almost by default. It's going to be hard to beat Dacos though, but I think he wins it. Rising star. Jeez, I just noticed this. I've got 2 Bulldogs. I've got Riley Sanders as a rising star. Okay. He's something else. I'm telling you, boys. Okay. You keep an eye on this kid.
I agree.
He's something else.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean,
So I'll take a bit of both, I think, because the Brownlow medal is not a competitive sport. You can do... This bloke can play well. He's not up against anyone. So I think Dacos and Bont tie for me.
Okay.
it's interesting.
So we've got it right. In the ankle sore community, we've got the Brownlow medalist for
Yeah, I
year.
think rising star Riley Sanders, he's
special, isn't he?
he's ahead of McKercher, but McKercher's going all right.
Yeah, it doesn't
Just
mean...
a few things that he's done.
Okay.
I like Riley
What
Sanders.
number was he, Riley Sanders?
What
What
number?
number did they get him at?
6.
Oh,
Oh,
8.
no. Oh, well, yeah, maybe
Oh,
with all
6 is
those...
Bailey Smith.
No. What number did they get him at?
Draft pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
I
it was,
think
it was 12 or something like that.
No, it wasn't that
Was
high.
it single figures?
Yeah.
I think it was 8.
No. Oh, it may have been 8 because Gold Coast had like 2 or 3.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it was
It
early.
doesn't matter.
It was
It's-
early,
it's
yeah.
pretty early.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But he's going to be a star, that one.
There you have it, part 2 of our season preview in the books. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you thought about our predictions. We'll see you next week for opening round.